Okay, how do we determine a linear equation given 2 points? So for example, we're given 2 points here. Just so that it's more visual, I've done a really rough sketch of those 2 points. So here's the first point and here's the second point, and I've joined a straight line there for the equation of that linear graph. But how do I determine the equation of this? The previous video we were given 2 points, but one of them was the y-intercept. So I guess there's one little more step needed here. First step is exactly the same. Let's work out our gradient. Here is our gradient formula. With these 2 points, let's label them x1, y1, x2, y2, and substitute into our gradient formula. So y2 is -1, and we subtract 5 because that's y1. x2 is 1, and then we subtract -2. So we've substituted in. On the top, we get -6, and on the bottom, we get 1 plus 2, which is 3. How many 3's in 6? That's 2. A negative and a positive is a negative. So our gradient is -2. So the first step is the same as the last method we used. We then need to use a formula. Y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1 to work out the equation of this line. So this is the formula. Now what we do is we choose one of the points above. So I'll just rewrite the points down, -2, 5, and 1, -1, and you just choose one of those points. So let's just choose the first one. It does not matter what you choose, but I've chosen that one because we actually called them x1 and y1 above. So it doesn't matter which point you choose. Then what you do, you write down y, subtract, and then you put the value for y1, which is 5. Instead of m, we put the value we worked out for the gradient. And then we write x, and we subtract whatever x1 is, and x1 was -2. So if we have substituted in 5, we have substituted in -2, and we have substituted in the gradient of -2. Now what we do, trying to get the right pen, is we expand our brackets. So when I'm subtracting a negative, that's the same as adding. So I'm going to change, before I expand my brackets, I'll change that to adding 2. Now expand my brackets, -2x, subtract 4. Remembering, I'm wanting, when I write the equation of a straight line, I want it in this form. So my aim is to get this equation in that form. So the only thing I want on the left-hand side is the y. So I'm going to add 5 to this side, which will cancel the 5s. So I need to add 5 to that side. So I'm left with the y on the left, which is what I want left. And then I've got -2x, and I combine these two here, and when I combine that, I get +1. So the equation of the straight line passing through -2, 5, and 1, -1, first step, work out the gradient. Second step, using that gradient and one of the points, substitute it into this formula here in pink, and then do some rearranging to get in the form y is equal to mx plus c.